Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today I'm going to be reviewing a beer from California, a brewery with which I actually have zero familiarity, and that is the Golden Road Brewing. I don't think I've ever had anything from them. I'll have to double check Untapped, but I haven't. I really don't think I've had anything from them. However, 8 of my friends on Untapped have given this beer a have checked in on this beer and have ranked it. And among those 8, I've got a cumulative score of 3.47. Got to see what the cumulative score for the beer itself was. I think it's actually in that same neighborhood. This is the 329 Days of Sun lager, although I think it's Days of Sun is what it says in between there, the 329 and the lager. I don't know if you could, yeah, if I put it right up, you can kind of see. Uh, this actually was listed as 329 lager. So, anyway, be that as it may, I checked the Best Buy date. I saw that this was actually packaged over a year ago in August of 2016. So I'm hoping it's still all right. This was not one of those clearance beers from spit it out, Ross, from Lee's. This is in fact was a beer that I got discounted at total normally a buck 99. I paid $1.69 for this 12-ounce can. Um, I don't know what to tell you guys. I do my damnedest to look for Best Buy dates, and I, if I didn't buy beers because of the Best Buy dates, I wouldn't buy anything. Tony's coming back from actually Tony is back at this point from Italy, and on the next Tiger Socks, he can tell you what a beer desert Italy was. And maybe it was, but he says he's never again going to call Vegas a beer desert. Get the hell out of the way. There we go. Um, but Vegas is a beer desert. It's just pure and simple. Just because Italy is a worse one does not mean that this is not a beer desert. And that the three-tier system hasn't strangled our ability to get decent beers in this town. So, I'm going to jump off my soapbox now and going to check out this beer. It has a 4.8 um, ABV, which means that it is basic. I think it is technically that means that it's an actual light beer. So I think if you have a less than 5% ABV, you're a light beer, and it is a lager, so it's a light lager. And on first cracking open the can, smells very yeasty. So let's give this a strong, healthy pour. I am using my St. Archer pint glass. Yes, St. Archer is one of those faux um, craft brewers. But my man Steve at Total hooked me up with this. He didn't know that I was getting married. And when I told him I was in there getting some growlers filled from my reception, his response was to hand me a free pint glass, this one right here in my hand. And as I said, I think we all know that St. Archer are faux craft brewers, but nonetheless, I do appreciate the gift. Thank you, Steve. And so there it is. Yes, hi. Kitty came in to weigh in. So here we are. Let's get a good look at that. That is actually coming through darker on camera than it is in real life. Lots of carbonation. Going to label this a medium-high carbonation. That head dissipating pretty quickly. Now that I inhale deeply, I'm getting some pineapple notes. Lots of yeast and a little bit of kind of a weediness to it. So kind of the bouquet you would sort of expect from a lager. I'm gonna uh, I'm gonna shut my mouth and drink some beer. Cheers. That ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. It's a good light beer. It's what I've often come to call as a lawnmower beer, a mowing day beer. Those of you who live in places where you actually have yards, yeah, I live in the desert. We don't have yards here. Um, but those of you who do live in places with yards know that you have to mow them every single Sunday through from spring into summer, sometimes even into fall, depending upon where you live. So this is exactly the kind of beer to chill out and say, because you mow the lawn, you sit down, you drink a beer, and invariably the old lady comes along and says, "Hey, you forgot to trim the hedges," or blah blah blah. And yes, I'm going to get yelled at for calling her the old lady, but you'd still be able to do that because you drank a 12-ounce beer that's only 4.8 ABV. So that's very doable in that respect. Um, well, it is a good, light, refreshing beer. There's nothing extraordinary about it. I'm going to give it a, well, I was going to give it a 3.75, but it does come in a can, and you all know how I love them cans. So probably I'm going to give it a 4.0. It's a little stronger than I originally would have thought to give it, but what the hell? This seems like a good beer. And I tell you what, I am interested in trying other beers from Golden Road. I'm hoping to hell the Golden Road is not one of those faux craft brewers like St. Archer, but I swear to God, you can't keep up anymore. In other beer news, just a quick side note, there is somebody who is attempting to put together I think it's a GoFundMe account. We're trying to buy InBev. And hell, I say let's all contribute as much as we possibly can. Even if we don't actually get it bought, let's show InBev that this is how strongly we feel about craft beers, and we want them to get the hell out of the market. So there you have it. 4.8 ABV, 12-ounce can. Normally a $1.99, paid $1.69 at total, and 4.0 on Untapped. So until next time, drink good beer. Don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.